Have you ever talked to a woman and thought, everything was going perfectly? She replied. She laughed at your jokes. She seemed interested. The conversations were easy. Maybe she even showed clear signs that she liked you. And then, something changed. Her replies became shorter. She stopped initiating. The energy disappeared. And you're left wondering, what did I do wrong? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes you didn't do anything obviously wrong. But that doesn't mean the connection was going to continue. And understanding why can completely change the way you approach dating. 1. Good conversation doesn't always create attraction. This is one of the biggest misunderstandings. You can have an amazing conversation with someone and still not create romantic interest. You can make her laugh, you can be respectful, you can be interesting, you can do everything right, and she can still decide that she doesn't feel enough chemistry. That's because attraction isn't a checklist. You can't simply complete 5 steps and guarantee a romantic connection. Sometimes 2 people simply don't have the chemistry they're looking for. And that's not necessarily a failure. The mistake is believing, if I did everything right, she has to like me. No, your job isn't to make someone like you. Your job is to create an opportunity for genuine connection and discover whether the interest is mutual. 2. The conversation became too predictable. At the beginning, everything is new. You don't know much about each other. Every conversation reveals something. Then after a while, the conversation becomes predictable. Good morning. How was your day? What are you doing? Did you sleep well? Good night. Nothing is necessarily wrong with these messages. The problem is that they don't create much emotional movement. A connection needs more than constant contact. It needs experiences, curiosity, humor, unexpected moments, things to talk about, things to remember. Sometimes people don't lose interest because you talk too little. They lose momentum because every conversation started feeling the same. 3. You became too focused on getting her approval. This one is subtle. At first, you're simply enjoying the conversation. But once you realize you like her, your behavior changes. You start analyzing everything. What should I say? Was that message good? Why did she take 2 hours to reply? Should I text again? Does she still like me? And instead of having a conversation, you're monitoring the relationship. She can feel that difference because you're no longer interacting naturally. You're trying to produce a specific outcome, and that creates pressure. Healthy confidence sounds more like, I like her, but I'm also paying attention to whether we actually work together. You're not auditioning for the position. You're getting to know each other. 4. You're always available, but never actually moving things forward. Being available isn't automatically bad. The problem is when the entire relationship exists through your phone. You respond instantly, you talk every day, you keep the conversation alive. But you never actually create an opportunity to meet. Eventually, the excitement can disappear. Because there's a huge difference between talking about having a connection and actually experiencing one. If the conversation is going well and there is mutual interest, eventually you need to move beyond texting. A coffee, a walk, an activity, something simple. The goal isn't to rush, it's to stop confusing endless communication with genuine progress. 5. You started chasing the energy she used to give you. This is where many people make things worse. She becomes slightly less responsive, you notice. So you text more, you ask more questions, you try harder, you become more available, you try to bring back the old energy. But now there's a problem. You're responding to decreased interest by increasing your effort. And sometimes that creates even more pressure. Instead, pay attention to reciprocity. If you're always initiating, always asking, always planning, always restarting the conversation, take a step back. Not as a manipulation, not as a game. Simply to see whether the other person naturally moves toward you too. Final message. If she suddenly loses interest, even though everything seemed fine, don't immediately assume you're not good enough. Don't obsess over one message. Don't spend hours trying to identify the exact moment everything changed. Sometimes there was no single mistake. Sometimes the chemistry wasn't strong enough. Sometimes the timing wasn't right. Sometimes the connection simply wasn't mutual. And that's okay. The biggest mistake isn't losing someone's interest. The biggest mistake is losing yourself trying to get it back. If you like this video, subscribe. See you in the next video.